It's in the game.
PlayStation.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's James. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Walker will fire. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Quarterback making adjustments. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Lowers those pads. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Gilbert. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Walker to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Syracuse right back at it. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Right back to the well. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Got a man. It's Singleton.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Off the RPO, complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. He might want another play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. And how about the O?
What a break. I tell you what, the return caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover it.
Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Orange. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Gilbert. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Walker will fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, complete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Grab near the marker is Singleton. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Gilbert. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Creates a little room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Walker to throw. And they can't make the play on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and D.
He lost one down the sideline. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Syracuse. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Gilbert. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Walker will fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. to throw again. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I don't know why you don't run the ball there on 3rd and short. You decided that you're going to try to catch the defense off balance by throwing it. Now you set yourself up for 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up.
And they will score. Touchdown, Irish. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulls it in. It's Willis. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Turning it on! And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they turn it into a defensive score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop. Show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to TCU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's James. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this...
He uncorks one deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finds a little space. got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Gilbert. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
The receiver on a jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the pressure. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Syracuse right back at it. The offense changing the play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cuse.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Walker to throw. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You